Okay, so hi everyone. I'm just making this little video because I get many comments about how I do my yarn over my hook during crochet. I guess I do it different from a lot of people. They tell me that I scoop it instead of just easily grab it. So I'm just gonna show you what I do, and I have no answer why I do it. I guess that's just how I was taught years and years ago. So I'm just going to make a slip knot here, and hopefully I know there's shadows. I just have a little makeshift setup here, and I've got a big light, but it seems to be not making it very bright. But in the future I'll try and get another light on the other side. So anyways, okay, here I have just my slip knot, and I'm just gonna chain up a few. I'm using a size 7 hook and just some scrap yarn I have. So there I have a few chains, and I'm just gonna do a single crochet across. Now actually give me 1 second, I'm just gonna come back. Okay, so I'm back. I just thought I'll just go ahead and do a single crochet up it, because just doing it into the chain, it'll be a little too flimsy, I think, just to show on the screen. So here I have just a row of chains and then single crochets. So just a little tip also, when you do take your hook out and go to grab it again, if you're not sure which way to put your hook in, always make sure that when you put your hook in, when you pull, see that is coming in from the back. Can you tell? See how the cord is pulling from the back? So that's the wrong way. You always want the cord pulling in the front so that you're going back in the right way. Okay, so anyways, let's go ahead. So I'm gonna chain up one. It doesn't matter, single, double, triple crochet. It's how I put the yarn, go around the yarn. So I'm just going to do a double actually. So we'll turn our work, and let's just change that. We'll just do one, turn our work, because this is how I usually go into the next row. I usually just chain up 1 or 2 depending if it's a single or a double crochet. And so, okay, so let's just do a double crochet. So I'm going to do a double crochet in this very first stitch here. So normally, I guess what most of you do, I've seen you put your yarn around the hook, and then you put your hook through, and most of you will grab it like this. And then, oh, this is kind of sticking on this hook. So, and you'll do your double crochet. The way I do it in all my stitches, and I don't even think about it, but a couple of people had mentioned it, why do I do it the hard way? But to me, it's the exact same. It's very easy. So you wrap your yarn around, and I go over and hook it through, and then go through. So I'm going to take this out and I'll do a single crochet, so it just doesn't make it quite as long to do. I don't notice the difference. After a bunch of people had asked me, I thought, what are they talking about? So I'm going to chain up 1. So I'll do it in this one here. So typically, crocheters will go in, see right away I go over, and they just go in and scoop it and come out and go through. So they go in, I have to really think about this, and then they just scoop it and go through, where I never do that. I always go through and I go over it and hook it in and go through. So I go in, and then I go over and hook it. And just an interesting note, the reason they call it yarn over, I mean, if you're a avid crocheter and you're used to it, you use your hook to do it. you know, but really what they're yarn over means you're taking your hand and putting it over. And, you know, that's how it originated. But once you get, sorry, I gotta just pull this a little closer to me so I can see. Once you get used, oh, that's a double crochet. Once you get used to it, then you're always using your hook, right? So I'm just going to show you something very interesting, because when everybody was saying this, how come you do it that way? I didn't know I was doing it different. And then when I was really, you know, stop frame and looking at how other people were doing it, I thought it is different. And then I compared the two of what the stitch looks like. So a single crochet is not a huge difference. So I'm just going to turn and I'm going to do a double crochet. So no, I never do it that way, so sorry. I always go up one and then I'll double crochet in that first one. So I just want to show you, I'm going to do two how I do it, or I'll do one how I do it and one how most people tend to do it, and just look at the difference of the stitch. So this is how I do it. I go in, and instead of going under, I go over and I scoop it, and then pull through and pull through for a double. And now I'll do one like, I guess that is oops, I almost did it. So you go in and you go under and just grab it and come through. So now I'm going to just show you up close the difference of these. Whoops, I guess I should do one more to keep that one held in. So I'm going to do, I'll do another one like mine. So, okay. So I'm just going to get some more yarn so it doesn't pull it out. So I want you to look at this closely. Okay, just a minute here. Okay, so I just did a cross. Now, I should have worn my glasses so I can see. But anyways, these stitches, this stitch and this stitch is how I do them. And this stitch is how I guess most people do it. So there's the difference. You can see how this one, you can see the two going into that stitch, and on the one I do, you see the one. So whatever you like better, I guess. And this also is my stitch, or not my stitch, the way I do it, the way I do it, the way I do it. And this is how I guess typically most people do it. So depending on how you like it, I find this one looks a little tighter and this one looks fuller, I guess you could say. And that's the difference, I guess, of pulling up your yarn that way. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the difference between it. I don't know why I do it. That's how I was taught it. And to me, it goes just as fast. I don't have to think when I do it my way. If I do it the other way, I have to think before every stitch. So just something really interesting that someone pointed out, and I wanted to see what the difference was. And there is a difference. I thought maybe there would be no difference. So there you have it. That's a difference of going under or scooping over your yarn. And anyway, just a little general interest thing, and thanks for those of you who pointed it out. I had no idea I was doing it differently. So have a great day, everyone.